everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Dolphins going up against the Chargers.
All right, Larry, it will be the home for NFL football until 2020 as you get a look inside the intimate StubHub Center here in Carson. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Wilson sets up the screen to Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. There as he runs into a brick wall right around the 31. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Still go. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there, a little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tavon Austin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Fighting through. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Third and long. It's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Austin. Whoosh. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go. 3, 9, 10.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, You've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
On third down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And this is caught by Jackson. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
To throw is Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dewan Smoot in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to drop him for a loss of 4. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Wilson on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Austin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A 2nd spin. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain, and it's second down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tavon Austin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's third down. There's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
No, Jack Patrick.
Garoppolo on first down. Looking deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up second down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Let's go! Green 39!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
All right, here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And incomplete here on third down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Here's Wilson. Going deep here for Allen. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. This is Howard on second down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. And it's caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it, because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities, because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Jesse James. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Play action. Garoppolo. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Perriman in motion right. After the interception, here's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now it's Wilson going deep here for Allen. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Chargers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Wilson looking middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Chargers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now it's Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Halfback sent in motion. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Landry now in motion right.
Watch 81, fellas. Watch 81. Gun.
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 3rd down, that's Austin. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Parkey's kick is good.
And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Let's go. Green, 30. Now, look at 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Now let's go. Blue, 90. Hey, check. 3 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319.
Garoppolo now. Oh, fighting off the defender. Now he'll escape to his right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Set.